and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Now a look at the stats for R.J. Barrett.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Trey Murphy is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Mitchell. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Here we are in the middle of the season. And Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually 1 or 2 surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise or maybe the emergence of a player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Dick with it. He's guarded by McCollum. Dick passes to Purdy. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
Free throw, no good for Poeltl. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Barnes looking around. Five to shoot. Beyond the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Pass to Messi. Here's McCollum. Shot from 12. Second chance shot, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
On the free throw, no good. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Hawks. Murray scanning the floor. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for the Raptors. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Look at New Orleans. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
And seeing where the Pelicans are, this is probably a season they can't get through quickly enough. It has been a disaster on all fronts.
And when that happens, the talk is already about what's going to change in the offseason. And the way things have gone, there's going to be plenty of that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Mitchell finds Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Recently, the Raptors made moves, Greg, to add some Canadian-born talent to their roster.
They traded for R.J. Barrett and Kelly Olynyk, two guys that represent Canada in international play, and were both born in Toronto, now playing for their hometown team.
And here's Barrett. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
McCollum against Quickly. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Pelicans, number 1.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
So both teams changing it up here. Pelicans leading by 4. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Now, he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Boston. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here's Quickly. Still without a basket. Now, here's Brown. Barnes the screen. Boucher in the post. Quickly with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, this is Quickly's game in a nutshell. This guy's thinking score as soon as he touches it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to McCollum. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. For 3, Murray. Abaji pulls it in. Here's Barnes. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Toronto trailing. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now, here's Quickly. He has 5. Here's Alvarado. Quickly covering. From the arc. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto's shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And that one's good. Quickly.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Williamson. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Stolen by Quickly. Now the Raptors moving it up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Tice. Here's Boston. Dick defending, and Tice throws it down.
Daniel Tice up high to finish that shot. Nicely done.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Boucher. And here is Quickly. He's defended by Alvarado. Shot from 16, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, sometimes you have to flex into the mid-range. Emmanuel Quickly ready to do just that.
Williamson left side. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. From long range or short, small forwards on this list have been on target for the past 10 games, leading their position in field goal percentage. 5th is R.J. Barrett.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, quickly finished second in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
McCollum outside, and that one's on target from the wing. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. Barrett kicks to Barnes. Poked away. Passed to quickly. Back to Barnes. Over McCollum, and that one's good. Barnes. 7 points for Scotty Barnes.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
And here's McCollum. Takes a three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for C.J. McCollum. Averaging 22 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's McCollum after R.J. Barrett's bucket. To the inside. Here's Murray. Up again. It's good on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 7. Mitchell finds Barnes. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Hawkins. New Orleans in the lead. Murray outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Pirtle, and that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pelicans lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second-chance opportunities there, Shaq.
And turning those opportunities into points that they need.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
Taking a look at the Pelicans, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice performance by Emmanuel quickly.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Barnes, following the missed shot by Davion Mitchell. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He hits the second from the line. Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
And so here is New Orleans after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Down low, here's McCollum. Drops in the layup for two. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Barnes finds Mitchell. It's Dick on the wing. Mitchell outside. Hurdle with a screen on Murray. Hurdle's shot is off. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Murray. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Shot clock at 3. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Misses the 3. Here's Barnes. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the paint. Here's Murray. Takes it off the glass. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
And getting the shot he wanted. Murray loves it from in close.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here's a look at some stats for Pirtle. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer. Understands the offense. Moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. And here are the Raptors now, trailing by 2. Mitchell passes to Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Pocket 6. Pass to Pirtle. Got a piece of it.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Now here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. They double team McCollum. From downtown, it's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Dick on the wing. Scoreless thus far. Trying to get something going, and it's laid in by Barrett.
Oh, that's some big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me, I can finish anyway.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Murray. Covered by Mitchell. Williamson finds McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Mitchell. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. Third is R.J. Barrett.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
Looking back at McCollum's breakout third year, yeah, the scoring skyrocketed, but that assist rate went up as well. Effective as a decision maker.
Here's Abaji. He has yet to score. Pass to Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
And the first one drops.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Brown comes in for Dick. So he gets them both. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Boston. Screen by Tice. Boston the pass to Tice. Yep, that one goes. Tice has got his second basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got the game tied up here for Toronto. McCollum kicks to Hawkins. Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Here's Barnes. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's McCollum. 12 points for him. 5 on the clock. Here's Boston. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Boston's got his 3rd basket of the night. Barnes with it. Launches a 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. New Orleans on top. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Pelicans leading by 3. We've got Chris Boucher. Emmanuel quickly out there with Brown. Then it's Walter. And it's Mobo in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Brown. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
We're talking about a springy 6'9" player. Boucher can really shoot it. Really makes him hard to contend with in pick and roll play.
Alvarado with it. Quickly covering. Hawkins passes to Alvarado. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Robinson Earls checked in for Daniel Tice. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a one-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Boucher. Williamson with the block. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot. Mobo can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Austin the pass to Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And the Raptors making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Murray's checked in. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Pelicans leading by 3. Ball stolen. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Mobo. Another shot. He lays it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Murray. Back to Williamson. No good from outside. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brown dishes to Olynyk. Quickly against Murray. And it's quickly missing. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Robinson Earl.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Walter. He's covered by Hawkins. Here's Quickly. Rejected by Murray.
And how about the defensive reflexes of Murray, helping him get a hand on that one.
And the basket is good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now here's Murray. And timeout called by Willie Green. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Williamson. Murray against Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. McCollum, no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Williamson kicks to Murray.
to see Murray dictate the action like that inside. On the front foot, forcing the defender into a foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
And it's Barrett penetrating. And that one drops.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Mitchell against Murray. Fires the three. Kept alive. McCollum outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points. Here's Dick. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Mitchell passes to Barrett. Count!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now here's Murray. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Williamson. Murray against Mitchell. And that's an intentional foul. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a three-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
And timeout called by Willie Green. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
.23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. On the wing, Murray. Covered by Mitchell. Pass to McCollum. Fires for three. He's off from 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
A three from McCollum. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Scotty Barnes.